Lane Kiffin has announced that he is going to be the new head coach at LSU, Big Ree. First of all, I guess my first question is, what do you think about him moving to LSU, moving on to LSU?
Good for him. Better program for sure. And I'm sure Ole Miss was going to match the money, but
100%.
I don't think Ole Miss was going to match the money he's going to get to spend on NIL deals. So that's where a factor comes in. And I don't know if this is true, but I heard it. He's literally telling his whole coaching staff, "You're coming with me now."
Yeah, I mean, I believe that, and I guess we'll get into that. But I want to start off with just, I think, look, Lane Kiffin, this guy, whether you like him or not, he's a winner. And he's been a winner everywhere he's gone, right? Tennessee, he was a winner. He had 7-6. He was a winner at USC. Didn't meet expectations, but he was a winner there. He had a winning record. Then he went on to Florida Atlantic. He was a winner there. And then 6 years at Ole Miss, he's a winner. So you cannot argue. The guy's a winner. He knows how to coach. He's obviously from a football family with his father. And so, look, the guy's a really good coach. And I think this was a stepping stone. A guy like him is very ambitious. He's still, a young guy, right? And he's very ambitious and wants to be known as one of the best coaches of all time. And in order to be known as one of the best coaches, you have to coach that's what's known as one of the best programs, right?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, in college, you can be really good. I mean, Ole Miss is an SEC school. It's a big school.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it's not going to attract the type of talent that LSU, Alabama, Georgia, USC, Michigan are going to attract. That's just the reality. And so I don't blame him. He got paid, I think, 7 years, $84 million, plus all these other bonus incentives. Even going to pay him $500K above his house that he has in Ole Miss in Oxford to buy a new house in Baton Rouge. So it's a great sweet deal. It's like a Lincoln Riley deal that Lincoln Riley got. I mean, you can't blame the guy. And so good for him. I think he deserved it after he got booted from USC. And then the Raider job he got booted from. There's a lot of things, and good for Lane, man. I love a comeback story. I love a guy that can build himself back up, and I'm happy for him. And so I guess the second thing that gets into it is kind of related to what you said is like, hey, they said that he's not going to coach Ole Miss in the college football playoffs. And then he made it clear that Ole Miss stated, hey, they're not going to allow me to coach. It's their decision, not mine. And so, I mean, there's rumors around there that are saying, hey, well, look, they don't want him to be around the program because he's going to start trying to poach all the players and all the coaches. And that's why they don't want him around. But I think that's BS because that's going to happen anyways.
Exactly.
They have all the numbers.
Exactly.
The assistant coaches could recruit the players. So that's nonsense. That's going to happen anyways. And I feel like the big losers here are all the players. They worked their butts off to get here. They had probably the best season in program history. And I said they're right up there with, I think, Ohio State, Georgia, and then I put Ole Miss. I put Ole Miss over Indiana, even though they're number 2. And I think it's a shame that the players are not going to be able to, see this season out. I mean, what are your thoughts there, Big Ree?
Yeah, they should have let him coach it out, especially if he wanted to. And like you said, he's going to get in contact with them. There's social media, there's emails, there's phones, there's everything way form of contact.
Yeah. I think, we're not going to let him coach is going to stop that nonsense. I think the bigger issue here is, hey, the NCAA needs to fix this. There needs to be a window that you cannot sign a new head coach. That's just got to be it. That's it. Meaning the season ends, and then 2 weeks after the season, you can't until that's when you can sign a new coach. So that gives everybody an even playing field that, okay, the season has ended, say, January 20th, for example, and now you can't sign a new head coach until February 5th. And so that gives everybody an opportunity to start reaching out to anybody they want and make things happen. I think that's the problem. That's why he's signing now. They're putting pressure on him. We got to find another coach. They're going to go with somebody else. And this is a bigger NCAA problem. And then you made a very good point that a lot of this is not only now in this new NIL era that, hey, what is your budget for NIL, because what type of players are you going to be able to attract? Now it's just like it's a free agent system. You can buy your players. And so if the school doesn't have a big, pool for NIL, hey, you got a disadvantage versus everybody else. And so I haven't looked into the details of, I don't know if that's even public on what the NIL availability fund is for each of these schools, but that's a big deal that you may point out. But, I guess my last question, in the next 5 years, does LSU win a national championship with Lane Kiffin?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Interesting. I think he's going to be a contender. I mean, I don't think it's going to take long. I think in year 2, year 3, they're going to be in the playoffs. I don't know about year 1, but year 2 or 3, they'll be in the playoffs. I think they'll be winning 8, 9 games every year, and they'll get 10, 11 wins, and they'll be in the playoffs. I mean, Lane Kiffin is proven, but, I personally think, this is my read, is his experience at Tennessee, USC, the Raiders and then, the Alabama situation that didn't end well over there is kind of humbled him a little bit, to be honest. And he's more mature. He's a different guy than he was 15 years ago. And I think he's ready to be the top, 5 coach in college football. And so I'm excited for Lane Kiffin. Congrats to Kiffin, and we'll see what happens.